What's up, y'all? Wolfgang Amadeus. I am in the building. Hey, Barb Martinez. Oh, is that who I think it is? How you doing? Uh, Auntie Leah, appreciate you in the building. Auntie Leah in the house. You are tuned in to Set in the West. Y'all come on in. Y'all come on in. What's good? Say a lot has been going on. What's up, my Kia Sanders? Yeah, there's it's a lot of I say they say the devil was busy. Devil's been busy. We could just say that. I've been chilling. Devil's been busy. And you know, from the higher scales of the distraction. What's up, Classic? Yeah, the link should be working, Classic. You know what it is, man. But from the higher levels of the distraction on down to the very bottom, it's always something. You know what it is. It's always something. That's what they're trying to do essentially. Yeah, is distract you from you again, distract you from your greatness, and from the Trump stuff, and everybody distracted with that because guess what? Where the Epstein files at? Where's all that at? What's up with that? Oh, we're gonna do this. We're gonna start this war over here, and we're gonna just all kind of distractions. On to the local level, I'm seeing all types of stuff going on just in the local situation, all the way to the internet. What's up, Lauren? Chaos. What's up, Chaos? That's a dope name, Chaos. Yeah, on all the way down to just even with these YouTube streets. What's up, Cat? Appreciate you for coming in. I appreciate all y'all for coming in, though. Anybody who comes in, checks in, stays throughout the whole live, even if you just stay for a minute. What's up, Never Your Angel? I appreciate y'all. Uh, and I don't want to continue to say y'all name, and then I don't want any of y'all to get attacked because I'm starting to notice there's like lightweight attacks going on with like certain people's subs and stuff like that. What's up, Fran? Claudia? Barbara Dre, appreciate you. Janae Ella K, what's up? What's up? Yeah, look, man, I really wanted to just kind of like touch up on a couple of things. Shout out to all the haters. Like, I really gotta say, y'all make things greater for me. Like I know I'm dead ass. When you are using my face in the thumbnail, you make me happy. It's either you gave me evidence or like like y'all people don't understand. Look, you can't let disagreeable people f up your energy. That's what you got to like. It's something within them that's messed up that f's up their energy. What's going on, bro?
What's the word,
You hear
G? Yeah,
me?
what's happening? I'm good.
What's up? Well, yeah, I'm good, man. Hey, I was a little late, so because I was handling some business, but I wanted you to pop in and chop it up with me. Everybody know this is classic. Uh, a dope ass producer. He got a channel. He doing his thing. He almost at 30K. So y'all please subscribe. What's the channel, man? What's your at on your channel?
It's at Classic Music. Classic
Yeah.
with a K, so KLASIC MUSIC.
Classic, Klasic, not like classic, like with the two S's and the C. No, Klasic music. Yeah, that's what's up. And you got another channel too, right? You getting that one going, right? The live.
Oh yeah, the Classic Live, spelled the same way, but just with
Yeah,
live.
with
And that's
live.
where I'm
That's what's
gonna
up.
do all my live streams at.
There you go. There you go. So everybody get on over and follow because we are officially starting. We've already had the community. Like I appreciate everybody. Black Panther Creative, Cat's always in the building. My boy LP comes through. Auntie Leah, we already got the community, so we got to start spreading out. You know what I'm saying? So, and Classic he's a good dude. And funny as shit, bro. Look, if his channel that he got already, the members, that content over there, man. Look, I don't know if I want to talk about it. If you want, we can. But I saw one video. The time you almost got unalived in Compton, bro. I don't know if you want to talk about it. We can talk about it briefly, but I'm telling you, he got some good content because I listened the whole time through. I was like, oh, this is hilarious. And I'm thinking, oh, you capping, you lying. And I know, and now I'm thinking about, I'm like, oh, you said it was in Nutty Block? Nah, you ain't lying, dog.
Yeah, man, it happened like it was straight out of a movie, man. And since it happened a long time ago, like it's off of Alondra and Kemp. So if you know anything about Compton
Yeah.
area, you know
Yeah.
exactly where that's at, man, for
Mhm.
real.
Yep. Yeah, man. Look, I just wanted to, because I kind of wanted to give you your props because you got how you connected with me. You just happened to see my channel. I checked you out, and you know a bunch of my folks, and I was like, yeah, man, y'all, you solid. So,
Likewise.
dude, yeah, and I'm sure you done reached out and talk. Man, we LA people, man. If you got, there's a lot of people that are from different states, different cities, and they get chased out of their state or city. Why? Because they done did some scandalous stuff. They done, I don't know what, but for the most part, everybody in LA, man, it's like we kind of all know each other to a degree. If you're from LA native, so
Yeah, I agree. Like honestly, I don't mean to cut you off or nothing, but
no, go ahead.
like that whole 6 degrees of separation thing is real, man. It's like LA is a big place, but then at the same time it's so small because
Yeah,
everybody kind of move in like the same circle. So,
yeah,
it's funny that we know a lot of the same people, man.
yeah, yeah. We ain't gonna disclose who we know, but you know what it is, bro. Like, in fact, I got to catch up with my guy, and like I said, look, and I'm saying all that to just let y'all know this dude is a solid dude, and that's how we do in LA. It's like we all look out for each other. Like, you know who Rough Dog is?
That name sound familiar.
He produced for the East Siders and Snoop when they first did they thing, that one Welcome to the not Welcome to the Dollhouse, the East Siders, the album from the East Siders back in 2000.
Yeah.
So my brother, uh, he from 6-0. He was like, oh yeah, Rough Dog, woo, he got put on. So I knew about Rough Dog. Of course, everybody know who Battle Cat is. I got Battle Cat number. So that's family. That's like family. So Rough
Mm-hmm.
Dog popped up in my chat one day, and I'm like, oh, what's like he didn't like I knew it was Rough Dog, but I fucked up and was like, oh, what's up? Like but he was trying to be anonymous. But I was like, I know who you is. You know what I'm saying? But he showed up, showed me love. Like, oh man, yeah, you remember Brandon? Like he was naming all these people I grew up with over there, and I was like, yeah, and I was like, oh, you must be. And then it's that's just like you said, 6 degrees of separation. But we all look out for each other. I'm gonna just keep it a buck. People that from LA, like if you did some funny bunny stuff, then it's kind of like it's a dude. Fuck it, I'll put him out there. I went to high school with him. You heard of a rapper named TOZ?
Yeah.
That's no.
Yeah.
TOZ is cool. TOZ is
Yeah.
cool, but TOZ mad at me because I was producing for him. Yo, you know that you ever see that video he did? I'm from Compton. I'm from CO. What was the name of that joint? I forget. I'm from CO PO, but I'm from CO PT NO. Like he basically talking about he from Compton and he naming all the spots in Compton.
Yeah, I didn't know
I
that you
produced.
produced for him.
I was recording for him,
Okay.
and I produced. I did videos for him, but I ain't gonna say who he is though. But his manager at the time, his manager at the time. And let's not put him out there because I was working with him for a minute, and then he revealed to me like, "Yo, man, yeah, I got caught up in some CP or some stuff,
Whoa.
and I had to leave that alone. Am I wrong for that though?
No, fool. That's crazy. Anybody that get caught up in that type of stuff, man, that's a no-no. So you be guilty by association messing with that dude, man.
Exactly. Exactly, exactly. And that's why I'm telling everybody, my man's solid right here. Just like I'm sure, like I said, if you did the background check on me, you know what it is, bro. But the way these internet streets is moving though, is funny. I'm not gonna even mention the big hungry dude. You know what I'm talking about. I'm not gonna mention him because that's what I did. I just got off the phone, just on some legal shit. It's you got to move a certain way. But all I know is he left a comment saying something about oh, this is the easiest lawsuit or something, and I was like, okay, we'll see how that go. We go see how that go. But I don't want to speak on it. But I was just letting people know, like, this internet stuff is very tricky. We can get into your story though, but I was just kind of wanting to lead up because I think I left you a little notes of like what we'll talk about, and
Yeah.
the we'll end up talking about what I said at the end, but you got to be very careful with who you interact with on the internet. You
Hey,
you
that's real
understand what I'm
talk.
saying about that?
Yeah, man. And I'm about to say he actually contact you, or like how that happened?
Oh, no, no, no. So again, we can do a members and talk about it more in detail, right?
Bet,
Because I don't
bet.
want, for the public, like you even got to be careful of what you say online, because right now I'm sure the big hungry one is, if he's doing what he's doing, he's probably making this, oh, this is going to be exhibit C for his lawsuit. You know how they do. So that's why you got
Gotcha.
to be very, I'm dead ass. You got to be very careful. But what I said in my video was not lies. I wouldn't go on the internet and lie. There's no reason for me to get on the internet and lie, but it's a reason for a lot of these other people to get on the internet and lie. You understand?
True that. True that.
What up, LP? Yeah, but no, he called me once before, but this time no, he just left a message. Dude got my number, and I look. You heard everything in that video. Did I sound like I was being all like, I'm not, I'm not the biggest bad. I'm not none of that. But bro, how did that video sound to you though? We could talk about it more detail in the members though. But how did that video sound in general? Just
Just in general, overall, it sound like fabricated. Like somebody used your character, but then made up fictitious elements of what happened. Because like me interacting with you, you've been keeping it 100% solid with me. So anybody that say anything otherwise got to be on some funny type of stuff, man. And it don't match your character. So when I heard that, I was thinking like, I know he ain't talking about the homie, but
yeah, yeah.
like you said, people get on the internet and start portraying themselves like a certain type of character, and I guess it's like anything for clout, man, which is crazy.
Yeah, man. And that's what it is. Like, that's what I say. We'll talk more about it in the members, because if you pay attention, you'll see this person was just following Jag everywhere, coming with like almost similar stories to a degree. But I'm sure, maybe we check the background and it ain't what it is. You know what I'm saying? It might be something different.
Yeah, man. Like like I said, once again, all the interactions I had with you was on the up and up. So just to
Yeah.
hear the other side of this story, I know where the lies came in. Like I know what was true, and then I know where they took off and started lying. So
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't know why, but it's crazy, man. You can't
Well, let me
believe
tell you,
everything people be saying on the internet.
let me give you my assumption of why, because here it is. Let's go back. There's always been counterintelligence, intelligence situations with the United States. What was the first program? They had a program that it even targeted like Martin Luther King. I can't remember the actual program name, but this was pre COINTELPRO. It was basically like the Red Scare. It was a program where they were just, you know, uh, getting other people's to kind of talk about who's a communist,
Yeah.
because being a communist at the time was like the worst thing you could be in America. You get what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
And then they moved on to, they got rid of a lot. They like I said, they put the communist thing on Martin Luther King. Um, then they moved on to the whole COINTELPRO. Then, there've always been these little surveillance kind of programs. What I'm doing though is fucking up the program. I've always said that. If you go back to my little first album, check out my album called Programmed. At the end, I got a song like fucking up the program, because that's what we got to start doing. Start analyzing this programming that's been going on in society and just fuck that old shit up. So as of late, let's just break it down as far as how the surveillance thing goes. They had a project called Project Echelon. So I don't know how. Well, you're not my age, bro. I know you're younger, but you probably remember AOL,
Yeah.
dial up internet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So this Project Echelon was a project that was like basically collecting billions of calls, emails, faxes, texts. Back in the day, the late 80s, early 90s, late 90s, all that. Like it was a project that they were working on. And it was the same situation. They were like, it was the countries that were involved. And the reason why I remember, because I wrote a verse about this shit back in the day. Shout out to Razcast. When Razcast did Nature of the Threat, I was like, ooh, I gotta be just as impactful on the pen like he did with Nature of the Threat. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I did a song, and I still remember the countries where it was like, Project Echelon, nations across the planet, watching over everybody, New Zealand, Australia, UK, America. It's all about a red scare. It's all about the Russians. If you've seen, I don't know if you watch Stranger Things.
Nah, man, I got to catch up on that.
Well, even Stranger Things is based on a project, the Montauk Project, but the whole thing about Stranger Things, the enemies were the Russians. It was like it's always been like a Cold War between the United States and Russia. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What you say? What's up, Jet? Jag's in the building.
Salute.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna talk. Like I said, we're gonna do a live. We're gonna do a members only, probably, Jag, about that. But back to Project Echelon. They've always been monitoring everything. Let me just move forward. When everybody started getting online, people at the time, that was a new thing, especially like, you're a teenager in high school, you getting on AOL, you got Messenger, you got all these, females, you contact or whatever, with Messenger. In order for you to even get on back then, it didn't have internet like how it is now with the cable. It was straight up dial up.
Yep.
With Project Echelon, bro, they had it to where if your phone, so the phone, making a phone call, that's not a lot of data. It's just a back and forth. It's not a lot of data, but they were still able to track that. If you had more than like 1 megabyte of information coming through your phone line, because that was different. That was like, whoa, what's this? Boom, they put you on some type of like list, registry, straight up. Because not everybody, if you plugged in your phone, it would be, doo, that's what you hear. You call somebody, but when you plug up your phone and then you get on AOL, that's a different situation. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So when people started getting online and just people's phones lines or your telephone line just started getting all this information, they put your ass on the list. I think they ended up getting rid of Project Echelon, and then they kind of just moved over and they were working on this other program called LifeLog. And this was right when the AOL stuff, they wanted to always do something like what Facebook did, which is you go on Facebook, you log in, you check in, you do whatever, you got all the, hey, I'm eating over here, blah, blah, blah. They had that way before Facebook was even started. When Facebook ended when Facebook started in 2024, the government officially ended Project LifeLog. So think about that. And that's why I say think about how you interface and how you interact with the internet. We already know Facebook was giving away all kind of personal data on people. Why? That was a way for them to make money. They would get these pictures. They taking all that and putting it up in their servers, and then they can eventually sell that information.
Yeah,
That's all. That's always been the hustle. If you're online and you think it's free, they're not giving you nothing for free. You're giving something, they're taking something from you, and they're gonna profit from it.
yeah, that data's worth a lot of money, and it's no wonder every quarter it seemed like they have a data breach to where they try to reach some type of settlement, but it's a bigger picture at play. So you make a lot of
Hmm.
sense with that, homie, for real.
Oh, it's deeper. I don't want to go too deep, but I do want to talk about it because when I was talking about the Professor Griff book, I was hipping everybody up to the different types of agents.
Yeah.
So one agent that we talked about was like, certain actors, they could be considered agents and stuff like that. But I'm gonna fast forward to like now. We got all these YouTubers who are online, and lo and behold, to be honest, a lot of these YouTubers are all in law enforcement, bro. Like they're really in law enforcement for real. Not even know like, oh, possibly or maybe. No, these motherfuckers are really working for law enforcement, which it is what it is. So when you get online though and you say something crazy that could be incriminating or whatever, then all of a sudden, like look at Keefe D. Keefe D started talking about whatever he was talking about on Vlad, and then what happens to him?
Yep, you got wrapped up real quick with the quickness. And I'm not gonna
Loose
lie, I
cannon.
heard I heard somebody, and I'm not gonna say his name, but it's been recent that they was talking about this dude been working with the cops, and he talk about all type of street activities, get a lot of people caught up with stuff. And
Yep.
yeah, I didn't think about it on that level, but yeah, they do be having agents that be trying to infiltrate different scenes to gather,
Yep.
collect intel, and basically sell people off for that.
Yeah. They have a project where they got so many prisons. We talk about BlackRock and all that, and they own private prisons too. They are going to try to lock up as many people as possible within the next coming years because look, America is on a downturn. Y'all ever heard that term Babylon is falling? If you ain't peeping that now, Babylon is falling if you ain't heard. So these people getting unalived by these ICE agents, and sometimes these ICE agents is just Proud Boys. But from what I see, um, it's almost like y'all got to look up the late 30s of the history of the late 30s of Germany, and then kind of juxtapose those times with what's going on now. And I'm not pumping fear. I'm just telling everybody like just be careful and peep the game. You got to understand the tools of the enemy, and you got to understand who these agents are. People look, they're trying their best to just put everybody away. You know what I'm saying? And
Yep.
you give away data, you give away certain like that stuff could be used against you. Yeah, man. Like I said, I'll get real deep about it later, but I just wanted to kind of like touch bases on that because you got to be careful who you're dealing with when you're dealing with these online situations. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. They're definitely not these personas that they put online. And just run across a couple of different personalities. I kind of figured that out, man. And you've been doing this also, so I already know you've been peeping game on how people are online and then in person. So
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
you right on with that, man.
I've had this channel since YouTube started in 2006, 2007, but I didn't really do anything until Jag put my stuff out there, and I didn't really even really show my face. That's why I tell you, you, I would tell you to just stay anonymous. What Rad say, remain anonymous, bro. And
That part.
do your thing, do what you do. But I'm letting you know, like, just you got a good thing with your channel, man. And I like what you're doing. But I think that mystery too is good, bro. Like,
Appreciate it.
maybe reveal a nose hair or something. Like, hey, this for these members. My members, I'll let y'all see a nigga nose.
Yeah, like honestly, on some real stuff, I've been doing this for a while and everything, and I'm more of the laid back type of individual. I don't have to have everybody knowing exactly who I am, so I can get in and out of
Exactly.
different places where I need to be. You feel me? So,
Exactly.
it works for my advantage and stuff. So
Yeah.
I ain't really tripping on
Yeah.
that, man.
Yeah, man. No, I know, man. And like I said, I've linked up with him a few times, like just in real life. So we're gonna continue it. And that's why I say y'all definitely go support classic music, and then classic music live. Appreciate you, Kat, for putting that in there. And Kat's the home girl. Eventually, though, like we got to just get like a real. What that's basically what I'm trying to say is like a real community, because you know people do things, man, and this online stuff it be touch and go and stuff like that. But like I said, that's why when I knew who you was, I was like, oh, I'll just connect with you in person, and you know the vibes. I know I saw you. Yeah, you cool folks, and we still ain't laid out the plan, but you know what it is, bro. Like we got to get this thing going, man.
Man, what's understood don't even have to be discussed. You already know we locked in,
Exactly.
bro. So
Exactly.
whenever you need anything, I'm down for it, bro. So I already know it's likewise. So it is what it is.
So this dude's channel, we're gonna end it on this because I said let's talk about what's our purpose for being online, and you said it right just now, like about being low key and you ain't really out there like that. But your ultimate purpose for being online, what say what you got to say? What is it for you?
Well, my ultimate purpose is kind of a play off of my name, Classic, you know. I've been doing a lot of stuff with, the music production with like 50 and a lot of other people. And that was kind of popping before, social media really jumped off. So
Hmm.
now that
Hmm.
social media is popping, I really want to refresh a lot of people' memory on different classic events that happen in hip hop, a lot of untold stories that people don't know about, and basically gather a community of, music lovers, especially for hip hop, to where we can all network and get together and, spread knowledge.
Yeah, that's what's up, and I like that because that's what it's about. Like when I first started online, and let me go back to let's say conspiracy. When I first started online, the online wasn't like how it is now. If y'all don't
Yeah.
know, it was very barbaric. You barely can get pictures. Like y'all, it what pictures? What pictures? Like what? So, but I had a community, I had a network of people that I worked with. Not gonna say work with, composers and musicians.
Yeah.
Um, and what was the name of that site? I forgot the name of the site, but we were all like, and I got to step my game up. I was just in the lab and we producing, me and my folks, and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna step my game up this year. But I've always wrote my music. If y'all don't know
Okay.
what I'm talking about, sheet music.
Mm-hmm.
I would write I still do that. I had a computer program called MIDI soft recording, and I was writing my music like baseline boom, because I started out in beginning band and I knew how to read music. So that's why I go by Wolfgang Amadeus, right?
That's
And
dope.
I had a community of people that would be like, "Yo, I like that." Like it was like it was hundreds of us. I don't know what happened to that site, but we all had like usernames, and they'd be like, "Yo, what you think of this?" And we be sending MIDI files. You know what MIDI is, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So y'all hear music in MP3s. This was before MP3. Actually, it's around when MP3s first came out. MP3s is sound waves. MIDI files is just data. It's just information that goes back and
Mm-hmm.
forth. So like you're a producer, so if you plug in your MIDI in and you got a keyboard, and then your out goes to the rack. So if you want this, you trying to get this sound here. Like I was working on, so I was working on that joint. I gotta let you hear it. The one I sent you a bunch of stuff, but I was working on a particular sound, and that's how you do it with MIDI. MIDI is just the notes. I started out that way, and I had a community of people. We were all like, they helped me step my game up because I was like one notes, and then I started getting into the chords, and then I didn't even know how to do drums, and it sounded horrible. It sounded like my beats used to sound like Mario Brothers. You play Mario Brothers. You play, like an 8-bit
Yeah,
game, right?
yeah. I was about to say with the 8-bit. Okay.
Yeah, yeah, or 16-bit, right? So but it's just information. It's not like but if I took like I still have a lot of MIDI. If I take my MIDI and I run it through this Korg or this Triton, it'd be like, ooh, that shit sound like, oh, let me add this sound. Ooh, like you start going into a whole different realm when it comes to the production.
Uh-huh.
But that's how I got my production, step my production up, was just I had a network, any white boys, Asian, like it was a bunch of us. It wasn't just old dudes, young. It wasn't like, online was a little bit different. But also that's I think that's how they were able to get a bunch of PDFs offline like that, dude. I'm gonna keep it a buck because
True that.
when when
True that.
when LimeWire came out and they started, you were downloading they did a whole sting. Nobody even know about it, and I'll get in trouble for talking about, because I know personally about how they were getting certain individuals. That's why when I be looking at certain people online, I'll be like, oh, okay, I know what's up. There's certain people, man, that ain't even supposed to be online. You're supposed to have a PDF phone. But they've been doing sting operations like that to get these weirdos out of the community, like for real, for years. But yeah, like the technology is a good thing, but it also could be a bad thing. Us being online, like you say, the spirit of what we're trying to do is just build a community.
Yes,
And,
sir.
and I'm the same way. I'm the same way. So,
Yeah, Kat is on point with that. She said those AOL chat rooms, Lord. Yeah, man. It was a lot of people and a little bit of anybody and everybody in them chat rooms and stuff. So I'm pretty sure that operation has something to do with that also, getting them people out of there.
man, trust me. I would love. I wish I could do a documentary on. I probably would one day. I know so much information. I just don't say it because I'm not. You know what I'm saying? But the people is gonna know
Hmm.
eventually, because that's what I do. I do documentaries. It's a fool on here. I'm not gonna say who he is. I did a video on him not too long ago. Uh, but he thought Roblox was a dating app.
Oh, hell no. What? What you hear, man? Come on now. Come on
It's
now.
it's a it's a joke. It's a joke.
Yo,
Yeah,
I was
somebody
about to
said
say,
Discord. No, that's a
man.
joke. But you got fools who will go on Roblox and think that it's a dating app for real.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
that weirdo type of activity right there, man.
And see, the thing about social media is creating a lot more weirdos though, for real.
Man, I don't know if it's just social media or just I guess it could be social media, but just like the times that we're in today, it's a lot of foolishness going on. And I guess you're right. Yeah, social media do push a lot of different narratives to where it kind of bring out a lot of the like-minded weirdos to where it's like,
Yeah.
oh, you think that that's cool? Well, yeah, let me
Yep.
gravitate towards this. So
Yep.
you're right about
Yep.
that, man.
So community is a good thing, but when you start getting into just certain stuff where it's kind of like, nah, like that's why I was saying, I'm not saying it's everybody's a weirdo, but I'm saying you can find your tribe online sometimes, and yeah, and it's like, yeah, man, y'all on some weird stuff. Just like, let me just say this. This is how technology works. Technology back in the day, man, when the internet really first came out, I don't know how old you are, but it was like, look, it was frowned upon to meet people on the internet.
Yeah, that was some real taboo type of stuff, really.
Now, what it's like, shoot, you could get an app, and a stranger will pull up in their car and take you somewhere.
True. Very true.
And why do you think it happened like that? Why do you think that happened?
Because it became socially accepted.
Yeah, there you go. So be aware, y'all. They're gonna be pushing all types of agendas. They're already pushing all types of agendas. And when I say weirdos, I'm talking about not only the PDFs, but think about these people who they don't have people skills. When Elon Musk throw out these robots in a couple of years, them sex bots, you,
You think people be
man,
going there, but
I don't even want to. I don't even want
yeah, the dating scene gonna get even worse.
to. What's up, my odd? What's up? I keep telling those folks. Um, you say, okay, I'm actually reading through the what Spawn of Mecca. What'd you say? I keep telling these folks. Yeah, yeah, okay. Um, yeah. Oh, no, I'm sorry. I'm sitting there chopping it up with you, and I'm neglecting the chat. You know, what I'm saying? Like, I apologize. I'm gonna get more into the chat. We not gonna be here long though. Like, you know how it is. But I'm letting y'all know what we're trying to do is real community, real work. Like, you know, I get it. You ain't got to be online and offline too. It could just be online, or it could just be offline. But we're in the community building. You'll see a lot more uh lives, and it'll be panels. We really want to. I want to start a whole thing where it's like, yeah, let's just, you know, you want to come up and say something, or panels, you know, like because look, that's what time it is right now, man. I'm telling y'all, like, everybody, like-minded individuals. You got to pray that God guide your steps, and then you just got to find your people. Um, you know what I said about, you know, Babylon, and I'm not lying, but you know, we'll make it through together on some, you know, real life unity shit. But that's a whole nother convo. But overall, you know, y'all support, and you know, like, we're gonna build. We're gonna build. Anybody that got a channel here, y'all know what it is. Just y'all promote it, and we gonna start. We start pulling up on each other, or we start, you know, y'all. Like I said, soon we're gonna do this panel thing, and you
That's gonna be
know,
dope.
me and him are hip hop. Me and you is LA. Me and you is hip hop. We need to go find some East Coast cats, man, and maybe we could do some. I don't know. We could just have some just conversations about just real ass hip hop. You know.
Yeah, that'd be fire, man. I know some people Midwest, East Coast, all that. So, like,
Okay.
man, you already know, like, we got a lot of stuff to work on. Definitely on a music tip too. I got like a couple of ideas that I got some rough drafts too, but we're gonna
Okay.
polish those things out and get on the production side also.
Yeah. No. I just came up with a couple of skeleton tracks. I left them with my folks. He gonna build on it. Anything I do with people, bro. And here's another thing: when we do business, everybody that's in our community, you got to be fair. I've done beats for people, and I won't even charge. And then when they come back to the publishing and say, "Oh, well, can I lower your publishing?" No, mother. Like, you know what I'm talking about, man. See, people be they'll try to play you, but no, when we do something, I'll get with you, because I'm dead ass with the split sheets. Um and you know, the data and all that. Like, we gotta, you know, it ain't no, because it'd be years later where it's like, oh damn, that song, we produced it, we're gonna publish it. Oh, I'm gonna just give him 20%. No, we said 25 and or 50-50. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, everything need to be split down the middle. Like, to be honest with you, I just figured out what they talking about, like the pop splits, to where on the pop side of the game, everything is 50-50. It's split right down the middle, not no 25, no 60-40. Nah, everybody get the equal share split. So on the hip
Hmm.
hop side, we need to start doing that, man. Like,
Yeah.
no matter
Yeah.
your input, you are valued just as much as the other person.
Right. Right. Yeah, so, you know, music lovers, hip hop lovers, truth seekers, all that. Like, we all, everybody, it's like I said, it's really just a hip hop nation. That's what we own. And again, we got to play. We got to be fair. Like, there's no, you know, uh, you're more important. It's, you know, if we did a song, um, like I said, me and you, yeah, we go. It's straight 50-50. However we, you know, figure it out. Like, I'll get with you though, because I got a bunch of skeletons that I'll just maybe shoot your way. But, like, you know, even the middies, I got middies, bro, and we could just, I don't know, like, what type of rigs you're working with, but my OG got the studio to where I could just get like crazy sounds, man. He ain't got like old shit like MoFat, but he got like, I think, what he got some dope shit. And then
Okay.
I just got another machine.
Oh,
You
snap.
produce
Okay.
with what? What you produce with?
I'm on Reasons.
Yeah,
So,
okay, but you don't have a physical anything like keyboard or
nah, just a MIDI controller,
MIDI.
laptop, and
Okay,
Reasons, man.
okay. I gotta show you a machine, because I just got another machine. I'm gonna put it on my big one, and I got the little one, and them sounds go crazy, and you can, like, oh man, like, yeah, when we get together, man, this shit's gonna be dope. And then some of my folks, man, they connected with, you know, you from Compton, you knew who the Penthouse Players was, and DJ Quick and them.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, yeah. So, you know, coming soon. That might be the situation. Now, speaking of Compton, Do you want to tell them about you? Don't tell them everything, but do you want to give them a little bit about that members only story
Oh
on your
man.
channel?
Yeah, I'm trying to think. Well, I don't care. I'll say his name and all that stuff. You want me to keep his name up out of it or what?
I don't know. Shit. Well, what was the reason why you kept it out? I think let's do this. Y'all, if y'all really want to hear this, y'all should definitely just become a member over on his channel, and then well, just subscribe just in general, but then become a member because bro got stories. Like I said, let's not even go there because it's just funny. It's funny. It's that shit was funny.
I'm telling you, bro, it happened like it was straight out of a movie. And the old girl that he brought with him was like on some some scary movie stuff to where she's screaming, not ducking for cover or nothing. It's like, yeah, like it was a crazy scenario, man.
I'm
Never
curious to know
again.
what really happened. Like somebody was coming after. I don't think they were coming after you. It was him, right?
Most likely, I think it was like one of the chicks he was messing with, like, a jealous ex-boyfriend or something
Yeah,
that didn't
yeah.
know that his girl was getting into the adult film industry and everything. And yeah, man, Pop goes the weasel. But
Y'all really got to go check out this story. It is hilarious. And then he got away, like, and in the animation, because you did this years back. You had to do what, like a year or two year ago,
yeah,
two
yeah,
ago.
about like
What?
almost 2 years ago. Yeah.
Okay, and just your storytelling is hilarious. Keep that shit going, man. Keep that going. Like you inspire me because I got my little West Side stories. I'll sometimes get on here and just talk about just a few things, but I'm gonna get back on them because but yours just hilarious. I was like, yeah, I like that. That's some funny shit.
And I appreciate that,
But
man. That's what I'm saying.
but it
Just
wasn't
being in it,
funny. It was serious.
that's the part that make it funny because luckily nobody got hurt, but everything that I said was true to like 100. Just I put that on everything I love, and dealing with different characters in this industry. Like I was in the studio with B2K and stuff. Before all
Oh
that
shit.
Chris, yeah, before all that Chris Stokes stuff was like known. They
Hmm.
was on some, some yeah, some funny type of stuff or whatever. But it's just like I got a lot of stories. I've seen a lot of stuff. Haven't really talked about it, but I guess I'm gonna have to take your advice, man, and kind of elaborate on some of the things that I experienced dealing with the music industry, man.
And you can keep the names anonymous. Like I like the way how you didn't really. I had to figure. I mean, I figured it out because I was like, I remember
Yeah.
I saw this fool. I literally saw I saw this fool. And I was like, this nigga ain't lying. I remember him being in LA, like just the goofiest. But when you said it, I was like, oh shit. But yeah, you can say. I think you can say it with a little bit of intrigue and keep people guessing too, because you just got to be mindful of stuff like that. Not that, like I'll say stuff. I ain't worried about nobody suing me or nothing like that. But it's like just be mindful because you know how people is. People's weird, man. People's weird.
Yeah, and that's why I didn't say his name like that, but just try to elaborate on it a little bit so people can kind of get the clue because everybody know about the adult star that was out here in LA. You will see this dude in Compton, you'll see him in Hollywood, you'll see him in Paramount. Extra triple X white t-shirt, tall, size 42 jeans when he wear probably like a 36, Timberland boots, and he looked like Lloyd Banks. You feel me? And this dude was everywhere. You feel me? Just picking up different females. And I ended up doing some music for this dude, right? And
Hmm.
he came to Compton. And yeah, man, we was handling our business as far as the contracts and everything. Wait, Cat's kind of catching on to everything, not Lloyd Banks.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, but the dude called me and everything. I leave out the studio over there in Compton, And pulled up, I walked up to the car and everything. He was like, "Oh yeah, meet my lady. This is so and so." I introduced myself, and he was like, "Hey, bro, help me get the scanner and the printer out the trunk and everything, so we can make copies of the contracts that we was doing." And
Yeah.
he got out the car. We went to the back of the car, and the next thing you know, I heard a big old bow. And I'm just standing there, right? Because I'm like, I ain't trying to flinch. I ain't trying to look all scary in front of homie. Like, man,
Yeah.
this supposed to be my hood. We good. It sounds like a M2000 or an M3 million in this bug.
Woo.
You feel me? Like, I felt it all in my chest. And then I just stood there. I was like, yeah, I ain't about to flinch. I ain't no BA, Nick. Yeah, nigga, this Compton, Phil. You feel me? So I'm standing there, and then I hear another loud bust. So I'm like, yo, let me check this out. So I turn around. Next thing you know, this dude just started letting off, and he was like standing like probably like 3 or 4 houses down. And the dude just started letting off with an AK-47, right? So the way how he was shooting, I just ran to the passenger side by the tire, right? Dude is letting off, bah, 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 bah. And as all this stuff is going on, the girl that he had with him, she was sitting in the passenger seat, just sitting straight up, screaming like, ah, 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 ah. I'm like, oh my God, like this lady ain't got the duck or nothing. So the dude let off about like a good 30 shots, you feel me? And then
Mm.
I'm sitting over there about the tire and I'm praying, like, oh my God, I hope this dude don't run up on us. Then he got quiet for a second, so I peeked through the car and I seen the dude trot around the corner. So, I'm making my way back to the studio. I just bailed, and this dude Brian Pumper, he jumped from the back door passenger side. This nigga on some yabba dabba doo and a Looney Tunes animation. Dude jumped all the way from the back to the driver's seat, right? This dude's shirt was getting all caught up on the headrest and all this shit. And then I turn around, this dude trying to start the car up. It's like because like as I looked at the car, it was like on some Swiss cheese type of stuff, bro. Tires busted, windows busted, and the car wouldn't start. So all of a sudden he got the car to turn over, but as he was trying to leave, remember all the tires was busted. So this dude, you can hear the motor, but this dude going 2 miles an hour, and the car was blue, 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 because the tires was flat, so he couldn't go nowhere. So I run up in the studio, I'm calling my people like, hey, bro, hey, man, hey, I'm coming home, man. Somebody just shot at us, man. He was like, man, y'all all right? They ain't shoot my car, right? I'm like, nigga, your car. So I just hung up the phone. I'm going home, right? There's a gas station over there by Alondra in Central.
Mhm.
I'm going home. Next thing you know, I see this dude, and I don't know how all this happened within like 5 minutes. But when I got to the gas station, this dude had like 4 police cars on him. There's like 8 officers out there talking to him. So I pull up to him. I'm like, hey man, you good? And this dude looking at me all funny, like, oh yeah, man. I think you had something to do with this. I'm like, nigga, what? I'm standing right next to you, homie. I ain't no professional bullet dodger, fool. Like what the hell you talking about, homie? And this nigga was looking like, well, yeah, that is kind of right. Because when they started shooting, we was standing right next to each other. So if he would have
So
got
how would you
shot,
be in on it?
exactly. And the dude was shooting like a couple of houses down. So it's not like the dude like no sharpshooter or anything. So, you know, um, I seen that was going on. I'm like, yeah, I'm out of here, man. I'm about to bounce. The police, they didn't even ask me no questions like that. They asked like a couple questions like, oh, you was there, this and that. And I'm like, yeah, man, I don't know who it was. They just started shooting and shit. I'm about to get up out of here. So, that's what happened with that situation, man. But if y'all
Wow.
know, or if y'all been in LA, y'all know who I'm talking about, man. The dude looked like Lloyd Banks. He wanted to be
Well,
on G Unit. And
you said his name already.
no, I didn't.
Yeah,
You know, like
you see, I wasn't gonna
yo.
say. I was just you said it anyway.
Hey, Chad, is Odell lying, man? I ain't say no, y'all ain't hear that. Y'all ain't hear that.
All right, okay. I was
Yeah,
looking.
man,
Look, hold
but
on, because I look. Hold on. You hear this?
no, I don't hear
I,
nothing.
you can't hear it. Okay, damn. I'm playing some of the joints. I was gonna say, like, did you produce Lamborghini and Ferrari and Shorty with the Biz? I remember he had a joint. She wanted it. She wanted it. Like, did you produce that?
Man, I did like 3 records. I can't even remember the title of them, but it was on something like what you said, bro. It's like
That's
on that.
funny.
But yeah,
That's
man,
funny,
thank God, nothing happened and everything. And
man.
I would say I'm gonna have to link up with that fool, but we're gonna have to do like an interview online. And I don't trust that nigga no more, man.
I
Heck
wouldn't either.
no.
He
And
was on Vlad, and yeah, man. His
this dude
look.
gonna talk about
I
I
bet
almost lost my life. Like, oh yeah.
that's nuts. That is crazy. It's funny. I'm looking at he got Pinky. He got the album cover with Pinky on it.
Rhymed.
Uh, he got Pinky when she was still Pinky. Now she's Thumb. If
Man.
y'all know, see real ninjas. We know, like like I don't know how I say. I'll be always telling Jag. I'll be like, yeah, I remember the Blacktail magazine. Everybody remember the Blacktail magazine, at least from my era. But then you remember certain corn stars too. I don't really be watching corn like that. But like I remember, we kids, we talking about these people, and it's funny. We can end it on this. It's funny because 21 Savage was literally just talking about how, let's just say influencing, but it's a term called, brooming with the G. How
Yeah.
they've been brooming us, because he was talking about they were brooming the kids early on with, like, they would have these junior high dances, and instead of liquor, when you go to the club and you drink, you get a bottle. They had like pictures of Sprite. This was in Atlanta. This is the culture. They get you ready for like the club culture when you turn 18. It's crazy. I have to think
Yeah.
about that because I'm thinking about the corn stuff. Like okay, it's funny. I don't know. You remember Barbie Coast? You remember First Kings?
Man, hell yeah.
Right. Look, I probably only been to Barbie Coast like once or twice. Probably only been to them type like First Kings only like once or twice. Like, but I knew people that just go all the time, right? And that's part of brooming, if you really think about it. But we're old. Thank you, Leilani. We're older now, so we realize, but think about what it was doing to our mind. Like, if you're 18, or whatever, it don't matter. But I'm just saying, like, I'm thinking about the corn stars, the strip club culture, so we could talk about this next time. It's a reason why LA has the gangbang culture aesthetic, the lowriders. Atlanta, it's the strippers, it's remember BMF throwing the money. It's a reason why. We could talk about that. We could really talk about that, like on some, like, just break it down. And that's why I said if we start getting with certain cats, we could all just have these conversations about the culture in certain regions, because that's very good. And we just got to be able to figure out how to make it better for the next generation. Because right now, everybody talking about F the streets, which, I mean, then that's an Atlanta thing, because I'm going back to 21 Savage. But
Yeah.
he literally was talking about the brooming. And I'm glad I thought about that. I'm glad you said that. And I'm looking at this because now I'm like, okay, we can have these ongoing conversations about that if you want to.
Yeah, I'm down, bro. And that's a very good that's a good idea because I'm kind of curious about that also.
Okay. No doubt. So we gonna figure it out. We're gonna make it happen. Y'all, I don't want to hold you too long, and I'm finna wrap this up anyway. So yeah, man, I appreciate you coming on. Y'all, this is classic. Y'all go follow them. We all family. We finna make this thing happen. And anybody else that's yeah, my 21 Savage. He was talking about them having pictures of Sprite in junior high, and then by the time you're 18, you're already used to the club. It's
Mm-hmm.
crazy. It's crazy. So you getting lit. And the thing is now they said liquor, the sales of liquor went down like not millions, but billions of dollars because the kids don't drink like that no more. And that's good.
Damn, that's crazy. So they must be on
Yeah.
to something else now.
Well, yeah, that's a whole nother conversation because
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, man, let everybody know because how often you go live?
I'm building that other channel up, so I'll try to go live as possible. Kind of like Monday through Friday and everything. But as far as today, it's an event going on in the hills today. Uh,
Okay.
I don't know what you got going on a little bit later, but I'll see if I'll send you the information and stuff so you
Yeah.
can pull up. But
Send me the
yeah,
info.
I appreciate you having me on your platform and everything. It's my main channel is Classic Music, KLASIC MUSIC. I'm on the road to 30,000 subscribers, so if y'all
Yep.
subscribe, I appreciate that. And
Yep.
Wolfgang, my nigga, it's a pleasure.
Salute. Salute, man. Do your thing. And yeah, send me that info. We'll be in touch, fam.
All right, for sure, G.
Okay.
All right,
All
peace.
right. Peace. So yeah, yeah, y'all. That's the homie. I said let's switch it up and do something different, but dead ass. Um, yeah, Jag, you saying it's just pharma? Yep, it's just them pharmaceuticals now. That's it. And see, look, the way you can get away with these them pharmaceuticals right now. I mean, you could put anything in anything. I think the one time I decided to get into business with the homies and they started selling, um, Dodo. I'll say it like that, right? I think them fools had some of that stuff, and it was laced with like PCP, like straight up. And I was like, I'm cool. Like if I ain't trying to do none of that. Like I never, like I said, I've never sold no D-rugs or nothing like that. But I just thought about that, and I know the effects of the PCP, and I was like, I'm cool. I ain't trying to. I've seen too many people uh get stripped. They be stripped, but to the yeah. Because with PCP, you're not even getting high. It's just your brain is hemorrhaging up against your skull, so you think you're getting high. It's crazy. But with these pharmaceuticals now, ain't no telling, man. It's yeah. Anyway, yeah. In fact, thanks, Auntie Leah. She put in about the cruelty-free hoodies. Barbara, I'm what I'm gonna do. I owe Barbara something, so I know Barbara got one, but she's in Canada. And man. Look, I ain't gonna lie, Barbara. We lost money sending you yours because Canada ain't no joke when you try to ship something. But we back up. I got my folks. Our handles just basically it's kind of like a third party, like middleman for when y'all order. My folks handle it. But like Jag said, it was a situation, but everything cool now. He's cool, and they back up. We making it happen. So shout out to the family, and yeah, that's what we doing. When we start doing the lives, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna. I'm gonna have the panel like, hey, if y'all want to come up, just come on up, and let's start chopping it up. That's what I said. I'm glad. Classic. Run it back maybe about 20 minutes ago and hear what you said. That's what I was like. But that story was funny. That story, and I'm like, this dude lying. I'm running through his members. I'm like, this fool over here lying. He finna be big hungry KC KM. Nah, but that I don't doubt it because I was like, yeah, I start seeing this fool around LA around that time. No, don't be my bad. It's all good, man. It's funny. I just was like, but y'all should definitely go check out his content and then all that or whatever. But that's what we're doing. Let's build each other up. I'm gonna end it on the 30 seconds. I'm gonna end it because I'm gonna end it right at the hour. Appreciate everybody who's here. And I don't know if Jag is gonna go live later. We'll figure that out. I don't know. But everybody, stay in high vibration. Uh, be good to other people. Don't do nobody dirty, and don't spiritually demote yourself. All right? Because God ain't with all that. God trying to uplift. And that's what we doing. We out. Wolf.